The landscape of the entertainment industry is changing very rapidly. And let's talk about what that has to do with you as you're striving to be an actor in 2025. At the beginning of this year, my wife and I went out to Los Angeles so that I could study at the Stella Adler Academy. It was an incredible school. When I got there, everything was racked with still grief, still recovery from the strikes, and then wildfires. I got there in January. The wildfires started probably 2 or 3 days after I got there. Now it's still racked with tax issues, with leaving productions, with wildfires, with the strike, and now the indefinite suspension of Jimmy Kimmel. This is a world where becoming an actor increasingly comes with risks to what you can and can't publicly say or do, which makes sense. Everything has those risks. Whether it's a regular job that you're working, a 9 to 5, there are things that you can and can't say because you are holding up the beliefs of the company that you're working for. It makes sense, right? Freedom of speech still comes with the consequences for when you decide to enact that speech. But how do we actually work as actors in this landscape? I had the chance while I was in Los Angeles to work with an incredible showrunner, writer, creative, Stephanie OKK, for her production on of The Comic Shop. Incredible production. It's on YouTube. You should check it out. I'm blessed and so filled with gratitude to have been able to work on that show. She raised the money for that production on her own through Kickstarter. It is a TV show that is published on YouTube, hired an actual cast, crew, paid very well, actually got everything, a writer's room. They wrote the whole thing. It's a wonderful production. It is a fully fledged television show premiering on YouTube weekly, and it was not distributed through a major network or streamer or platform. YouTube is the digital platform, but you get what I mean. More and more increasingly, things are turning indie. As the pendulum starts to slowly swing backwards, independent productions are slowly but surely starting to become the wave of the future. And that's what we're talking about today. You see, I got into acting 5 years ago professionally, but before that, 15 years ago when I got onto the theater stage and I played Seaweed in a performance of Hairspray. And from then, I fell in love with it. But increasingly in the actual professional world, you start to see that you're doing a lot of things other than the job that you are doing. Look at someone like Rachel Ziegler as she came through. She is being condemned time and time and time again for what she says and for her thoughts and opinions and expressions. And once again, think what you think, have what you have. But as we start to move forward in this world as actors, as artists, I think it's important to note how you want to present yourself when it comes to actually performing or showcasing your art. Do you want to go the route of traditional Hollywood? Or do you want to work in independent spaces? Social media laid spaces? Do you want to create productions that belong or that showcase and premiere on YouTube versus going the traditional route, the traditional network or streamer route of getting paid? Because time and time again, here's the thing, at the end of the day, you see that even though it is a beautiful, wonderful, creative expression and outlet, it is racked with problems. For example, the head writer, the creator, hell, of Squid Games, for the first season, didn't get paid pretty much anything selling one of those shows to Netflix. Almost nothing at all. A lot of the Looney Tunes productions that are on Max that were supposed to premiere shuttered without any anything without seeing the light of day. So all of the people who worked on those productions, their work doesn't get shown to the world, whether it be for tax incentives or for anything of that nature. I know that we usually talk about acting tips, and this isn't so much to speak about the political side of working in the entertainment industry as much as the realism of when you're going forth, you need to decide, do you want to showcase your art only under specific circumstances? Or do you want to work to create your own avenue to showcase your art, where you get to make the rules, where you get to actually show it to a dedicated group of people who want to see your stuff? Yeah, maybe you're not going to get the tens of thousands of eyeballs. On YouTube, I only get a couple hundred views every video that I post. Now, it's not necessarily the art that I love, but it is the teaching that I love to give back. Could I be getting more views if I went with a different platform like Teachable or something of that nature? Absolutely. But I decide to give these lessons out in this way because it's on my own terms, even though it's under YouTube's terms, but it is more of a free showcasing platform where I can reach a wider amount of people. It's 2025. Even though we might not like the rules of social media, whether that be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anything of that nature, the rules and the traditions of Hollywood are changing, and the landscape that used to employ us as actors and artists is changing as well. So it's on us to decide whether or not we want to create our own path, create our own avenues. My favorite poem, and I'm going to be paraphrasing here because I don't remember the exact words verbatim. The road split two paths, and I took the road less traveled. The road less traveled is having the confidence, the understanding, the ability, it is an ability and it's a privilege, to be able to make your own artwork on your own terms. Find that passionate team who wants to work with you. Find the people who value your actual work, and make it yourself. Hope this helps. Hope you get the confidence to start stepping out, start making your own work, your own productions. And I will catch you in the next video.